This is about a 12-story building that's being built where a lot of people don't want it. It happened 2 weeks ago. The building has city approval. It's one of several developments in the historic Bo Kaap that have led to sometimes violent confrontations. Earlier this month, residents and developers were in court where developers tried to have residents banned from interfering with construction. The judge gave them 2 weeks to negotiate a compromise. The judge ruled that the construction can continue, but the cranes that caused the chaos will not be allowed back into the Bo Kaap until then.
Cranes will not move.
What we need to tell developers that in future they need to consult with communities. They need to find the feeling of the communities. Don't come in other people's homes and think that you can just put the for sale board at their door and they mustn't react to it.
New developments can go ahead because the Bo Kaap doesn't have heritage status. Just last week, after years of delays, the city's new mayor finally agreed to consider proposals that would protect some of the historic sites in this 300-year-old Muslim community.
That includes the cemetery that dates back to 1807 and South Africa's oldest mosque. Abdia da Costa is 92. She's always lived 3 doors down from the mosque. The daughter of an imam, her home served as a traditional religious school. The fast pace of development has raised property prices, and many in her street have moved out and sold to the highest bidder.
People can buy wherever they want to buy, and there's no law that tells them that they can't buy there. But I hope it will not encourage in such a way that we will feel, in a way, starting to feel isolated. I am glad I've got strong neighbors, and you feel the same way that I do.
Most nights she sits in silent protest with those neighbours as the tourists stroll by. The proposal to give proper heritage status to parts of the Bo Kaap could take another 2 years to finalise. While it's being finalised, development can continue.
We are not rich people, and I think that is the fight. It's between the rich and the poor. That we cannot afford the rates that they want us to pay now in a place that we were born.
Abdia da Costa hopes to spend her final days in the home where she was born. But what happens next may well depend on what the courts and the politicians decide for her community. Melanie Rice, TRT World, Cape Town, South Africa.